Good morning. Here is our beautiful location. And it's going to be a beautiful day. Right now it's a little challenging because everything is soaked with dew, including our tent, including our tarp that we had over our bags to keep those dry. So at least our bags are dry, right, guys?
And our shoes.
I think our bags and our shoes are the only thing that's dry. We have wet sleeping bags. We have a wet tent. We have wet clothes that were in the tent. It didn't rain. It's just the dew is so thick and wet. And so today we definitely have to find a sunny spot to dry stuff out. The sun is rising and we're gonna get into the woods and hike. And I guess at some point we'll see if we're on a ledge or if we come into a town where we can go find some space. These flowers are pretty. They're weeds. They're weeds, but I'm calling them flowers because, I don't know, they're pretty. Okay, and we're gonna get moving soon. We're on the trail. Packed up everything wet, even though it didn't rain last night. And this is the trail. And it's just, we got prickers reaching out, and everything's just wet. So as you walk by, our shoes are getting soaked, our legs are getting wet, our arms and torsos are getting wet from all of these weeds and prickers. Are you okay, Asher? Sometimes it's hard to see through the weeds. Keep picturing the sign at the top of Katahdin. Sometimes I'm not sure. How we'll make it there, but we're gonna keep trying. Oh, my feet are now soaked. Careful with your puffy jackets. The prickers will rip holes in the sides of our jackets. Oh, it just stinks. Oh my gosh, this is like, we're just getting soaked. Totally drenched. We're gonna need to take probably an hour or two today to dry out the tent and tarps and sleeping bags that are wet from last night. And so I don't know where that's going to happen. Sunny spot, we'll have to do that. Dry out our shoes, I guess, at that point too. Our shoes actually weren't wet until we started on the trail. And meanwhile, we want to do like 26 miles today. So, gosh, there's like a dead little bunny or something. It just startled me as I was looking at how to get over these logs. My goodness, these are like all prickers. Okay. All right. Listen. I'm talking to myself. I just said, listen, we're gonna be okay. We're gonna get through this. We're gonna get into some sunshine at some point and dry stuff out. And we're gonna make miles. And we're gonna be able to rest our heads again tonight. So, we're on the move, heading north. Look at this stretch here. We've got a lot of trees across the trail. Gonna try to maneuver over these. This big, huge thing is across the trail. And you can either crawl under it on your hands and knees, or if you get even lower than your hands and knees. So what I did is I came around it here and went over it, which was also tricky because it's a little bit too high to step over. And it's got prickly vines all over it. So this stretch of trail is definitely has not been maintained for quite some time.
Started really coming back in New Jersey or something like that. Slip right through.
It's a little harder for bigger people.
Yeah. Actually, did it pretty easy. Wow, smooth.
Here at a road crossing, there's some trail magic.
And
What's it say? Can I see what it says on top?
yeah, happy hiking. Hey hikers, something you need, text me, it has their number.
And this hut is right on the trail.
No,
You could probably fit 8 in here. The thing says 6, but it's always a little bit off.
Wiley Shelter. And the trail continues this way. Oh, it's a sharp turn to keep on the trail. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw the sign.
It said, yikes, I'm not sure about this bridge. In it,
1 1/4 mile road wall.
it's blocked off, it's sagging, looks a little sketchy, and there is a sign here that says it's closed and there's a 1.25 mile road walk. So what we're gonna do is go down here and cross the river because it's not that high. Okay, here we are getting back onto the trail here from a road crossing. And this is 6.9 miles from the railroad crossing where we said goodbye to William. So, what do we have, boys?
Connecticut, Gateway to New England.
Woohoo!
Back
Wow.
to home.
Nice. Nice. Look at that. Maine to Georgia. We're going Georgia to Maine. And we've entered Connecticut. Awesome. Do you know what states we've gone through?
Georgia, North Carolina, Tennessee, Virginia, West Virginia, Maryland, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, New York. So 9 states.
Wow, good job.
So we have Connecticut, Massachusetts, Vermont, New Hampshire, and then Maine.
Awesome. Check this out. Here we go. It's like a gateway.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Are we taking a picture of this one?
Nice. Look at this.
Yeah. Because they're trying to help the population around here, I guess.
It's a nice spot.
I kind of want to see if I can.
See if you see a fish. Ooh, these are steep. And they're like super close together. Oh, cool, yeah. That's awesome. Is it a gray heron? Look at that bird.
We just saw that same bird basically. Taller. I think it might have been that same bird because it was up there and then it looked at me, Brody, and Elliot, and then flew off down this way.
But you came over and you were like, I just saw a really cool bird. And there is another one, huh? That's cool. We think it's a heron. It's neat.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah. It's really flowing, huh?
Hey, Mom. If I do say so myself, it's a good Wawa source.
All right, so the AT continues this way. We're gonna go off trail here to go a half a mile to a country store for lunch. We're gonna go over a bridge and we're gonna get something for lunch, and we're hoping we can put out our stuff to dry. Most of the woods are shaded, which we're actually quite thankful for, but for drying our stuff, it'll go quicker in the sun.
So hopefully
So-
there's an open section out
We're
there.
gonna scoot out of the woods, go to the store, get something to eat. Hopefully we can relax in the shade while our stuff dries in the sun.
Yep.
Awesome. So,
Hello, boys.
just waiting for Brody and Elliot so they don't miss this turn.
So here we are, Bulls Bridge in Connecticut now. Been waiting for this moment. So this is cool. Looks like Ben. So super cool. Got a window.
On the side.
Down to the river. So
This is cool. This side's cooler, but watch out.
The car?
How's it going this week? Having good weather?
yeah.
Yeah, we've had decent weather.
Where'd you guys start from?
We're through hiking, so we started down in Georgia and we're heading to Maine.
Hey, hope it goes well for you fellas.
Thank you.
Enjoy yourselves.
Walking through this field right now to Bowles Bridge Country Store. So that's exciting. Gonna get some food and keep hiking north.
All right, we found this spot to dry our stuff out. So it's our clothesline. And we're gonna go see what there is to order for lunch. Let this stuff dry a little bit. Airing out my shoes and my socks too. My sleeping bag that get wet. Okay, we're headed back to the trail. We had a nice little lunch there. We had some sandwiches, some hummus and carrots. Here we go back to the trail. 10 miles at least to go. This has been, you okay, buddy?
Yeah.
There's Asher down there. This has been quite a climb. Steep and or rocky, or both, since we got back on trail here. Here comes Ash. It's a tough stretch, huh?
Yeah.
We're climbing.
Caught myself before I hit the ground.
I don't know if you can see this through the trees, but across there through the trees are rocks that go up to there and down to there. I don't think you can really get the idea of this through the camera, but just came down, went up those rocks, then down those rocks, and now back up on this side. Still have 3 miles to go to the shelter that we're not even staying at. It's just our meet. We were just going to stop and regroup there and then go on from there. I can hear and see one of the kids sort of coming down the side of this. Let me see if I can find him through the trees. There's some pretty challenging rocky areas, so it's kind of very slow going. There he is. There's Ben. No, there he is. You can kind of catch a glimpse. Hey, Benny! Hi, bud. Asher right with you? So he's making his way down. He has to go all the way down to the bottom and then climb up on this side where I am. Hi, can you see me? There's Ash. Good job, buddy. It's pretty, isn't it? Doing all right? Mount Algo Shelter is up that path, and looks like there's a ton of people tenting there, huh? Can sort of see the shelter. You probably not with the camera, but the shelter is through the trees there, and there are a whole bunch of tents set up. We're not staying there tonight. We were going to go past it. It is getting late, so we're going to evaluate things here and figure out what our stopping point is. All right, tell us your name.
Hi, I'm Beaker.
Beaker, and you hiked last year?
I hiked in 2020. Yeah,
Awesome.
I flip-flopped.
Nice. Is this where you're from, this area?
Yeah, I'm from Connecticut, so.
Okay, and look at this. She just saw us coming down the trail. And look at her, like, pulling out all this fresh fruit and some goodies here. And she's like, what do you want? What do you want? So I'm going to grab some fruit and a candy bar. Thank you so much.
Enjoy it.
Scored a banana. All right, while we were sitting there chatting, I ate a... What's that orange thing called? The cutie thing. No, it's not an orange, though. Anyway, clementine. Yes, thank you, Ben. All right, so I ate a clementine, a bunch of grapes. I made off with a banana and a couple of chocolates. That was awesome. Oh, and ate a couple of pieces of melon. It's been so long since I've had fresh fruit, I don't even know what they're called anymore. Cantaloupe. Did you have some cantaloupe?
Yeah.
Wasn't that so good?
Yeah. I have noticed, Mom, that words that I don't say on the trail, I mess up.
I know. So, hold on, you guys. Look at this for a minute. Look at what we just came from. We just walked across that whole thing, right, and came down. And now we're going to find a place to tent, but then we're headed up that. But I think we're going to wait until morning to head up that. That was like perfect timing, and that was so awesome. That just hit the spot.
No, not my orange.
Yeah. She was actually about to run up to the shelter. It's like 3 or 4 tenths of a mile up to the shelter there. So she's going to go. They're going to be psyched when she shows up, but she caught us first. And that was awesome. Yeah.
Because, I mean, we can fit a good amount of food and stuff in 5 packs.
This is cool.
This is a trout stream.
Nice.
This is pretty cool. We have a problem.
What? Oh. All right, well then let's climb this mountain.
No.
Ooh, look at how pretty these are. It's almost 8 o'clock. It's gonna get dark
Yeah, it's gonna get
pretty quick. And I really just want to eat this banana and go to bed. Oh, those are so pretty.
All right, let's camp right here.
So, I was kidding, but we did end up climbing that mountain. It was only like a half-mile push, and I'm looking for a stealth spot, so we had to go somewhere. May as well go up. Right, Ash?
All right.